This is Vinny with Tough Love with Vinny Two Shoes podcast. So today we're going to talk about the double standards between men and women. Now we can all agree that men and women both have standards when it comes to who they want to date, who they want to be with, who they want to procreate with, and that's everybody's right to pick. But what strikes me the wrong way, and what's striking a lot of young men the wrong way, is the fact that there's a double standard when it comes to men and women's preferences when it comes to their partner of choice. So women these days, I mean, they're more delusional than ever, right? The modern day woman's they've lost their minds. So what's going on is all the women, right? The about 80% of them, 80 to 90% of them want to date 10 to 20% of the men on the top, okay? They're going for the top men. That's who they think they're gonna get, which they're probably not gonna get because there's not enough numbers to go around. And the way modern women are acting these days, those top high quality men do not want those women. They just wanna smash, have some fun, and send them on their way. Now, the problem lies, all the women, right, whenever you ask them, what kind of man do you want? They'll be like, I want a provider. I want a guy who makes money, at least 6 figures, preferably 7 figures. I want a man who looks good, who's strong, who works out, who's fit, who's good looking. Come on, woman, really? And that's her right, you know? But the thing is, when a man says, I want a younger woman, no older than 25. I want a woman with a low body count who's not a hoe. I want a woman who is feminine, who's fit, skinny, takes care of herself, is beautiful, doesn't let all the men have her whenever they want. All of a sudden, we're misogynists whenever we say these obvious things, right? But they can say whatever they want about who they want as a partner, the women. But when the men say it, we're misogynists. Now, the problem here is that you young men are allowing this to happen. You're allowing them to shame you, right? When you say, I don't want a fat girl, they go, oh, you're fat shaming. And then you change your behavior. You change how you act. Well, don't do it. Because at the end of the day, if all you young men start not giving a fuck about these feminist ideals or what is presented to you by the media of what is socially acceptable and what is not, if you stop giving a fuck, what are they gonna do about it? They can't physically restrain you. They can't do anything. Don't give up your masculinity. Don't let them shame you based on bullshit, because all they're doing is taking advantage of you. That's all they're doing. They're not saying, okay, let me flip the script. If I said to a woman, right? If I said to a woman, I'm gonna get fat as possible. I'm gonna stop working out. I'm not gonna take care of myself. I'm gonna eat Cheetos all day on the couch. I'm not gonna help out my mom or my parents. I'm not gonna be a man and step up when my parents are getting older. I'm gonna treat my mom like shit. I'm gonna do whatever I want, not work, not make money, not do anything, not try to better myself, be fat. And whenever I call a dime piece woman, the most beautiful woman in the world, I want them to come over and give me a blowjob. What is the woman gonna say if I say something like this? She's gonna think I'm insane. Like I've lost my mind. Right? And she'd be right to. And she'd be 100% right to think I'm insane. That somebody would actually think this way. But now let's go back. Like, let's say I tell a woman, what a woman is pretty much saying, I'm not going to be feminine. I'm going to sleep with as many men as I want. Okay? I'm not going to take care of myself. I'm gonna post shit on Instagram, on OnlyFans. I'm gonna be a fucking hoe who's a 7 or a 6, maybe an 8. And in return, I want the top of the top men. I want the ones who make the most money. I want the one who looks good, who's handsome, takes care of himself, who has the ability to take care of her. And how's that man supposed to, is a man supposed to accept that? And if he doesn't, he's a misogynist. He's not insane. She's not insane. He's the misogynist. But if the man says, I'm gonna eat Cheetos all day, get fat, and not make any money, and I want a blowjob from a dime piece whenever I want, he's insane. But she's not insane when she says, I'm gonna fuck whoever I want, do whatever I want, I'm not gonna cook, I'm not gonna clean, I'm not gonna do anything, but yet I want the best of the best. It's the same thing. This double standard needs to stop, and the only way it's going to stop is by you young men. And that's how you know I'm getting old, right? When I call another man young man. So the only way it's going to change and get better is when you young men stop letting them shame you. Stop trying to change. Stop letting these women or these feminists. I don't even want to say all women because most women agree with the things I'm saying. It's these little percentage of feminists that have the media under control and the social media is on their control, and they're able to push this false narrative. And you're a weak man if you let these women change your mentality, change the way nature intended you to be, because a woman is telling you to do that. You're an extremely weak man. And I said this earlier, and I'll say it again. If all you young men decided to better yourself, became masculine, again, went to the gym, made as much money as you can, and stopped listening to these false narratives pushed by this feminist agenda by the Matrix, they are not going to be able to do anything about it. You're in control. They think they're in control because they've temporarily feminized all of you. But if you stop letting that happen, what are they going to do about it? Nothing. So don't listen to the double standard. Don't listen to any of this shit. It's all nonsense. You just got to do you. And it's, look, there's nothing wrong with hoes, right? We need the hoes. Okay. Like if every woman kept a low body count, only was with certain men that they love, cared about, they cooked and cleaned, they're feminine, they wanted to be a wife, they wanted to be a mother. If every woman was like that, how would we get laid at our leisure time? We couldn't. We'd have to get married to get laid, which is how it was back in the day. Now, I'll take the hoes. And you can be nice to the hoes, you can buy them drinks, whatever, show them a good time. But don't take them seriously. Don't let them take advantage of you, because a woman has that high of a body count, she's got mental issues, okay? Now Netflix is telling her that, she's empowered and she's in touch with her sexual self, whatever the fuck. It's all bullshit. She's scarred. She's been heartbroken by so many other men. You don't want that baggage. Because if you're gonna get that baggage, she's gonna hurt you financially. She's gonna take out all the anger from the other men on you. So go ahead and so look. Like I said before, I've always had tons of pussy in my life, and when I travel abroad or I go to states that are conservative, like Nevada, Texas, Florida, I don't have a problem. I don't gotta change myself. This podcast is not big yet, but it will be. It's getting bigger every day. And once it gets really big, it's gonna be very hard for me to hook up with women in liberal cities like LA or New York. So I'll do it. I'll give up that pussy for you to teach you, to better you, to help you. But in return, press that subscribe button, press that like button so I can be compensated for the loss of pussy. This is Vinny Two Shoes with Tough Love with Vinny Two Shoes podcast. Join me next time.